Hello students, in this lecture video we will understand that where are the ATP and NADPH used which are produced during the processes which we have discussed just now, that during the photosynthetic process ATP and NADPH will be produced and then in the another process these will be used up. So there is a combination of two reactions. One is light reaction, another is dark reaction. So in light reaction, ATP, NADPH and O2, these are released. Now this oxygen, that is O2, it diffuses from the chloroplast, and these and ATP and NADPH molecules are used in biosynthetic phase or dark reaction. Now let us see how these are used. There was a scientist, Melvin Calvin, who used radioactive C14 carbon, and he used this carbon in understanding the algal photosynthesis. So he came to the point that carbon dioxide fixation product is a 3-carbon organic acid. So there were cycle of events which he discovered, so that is why it is also called as Calvin cycle. The first product being PGA, that is 3-phosphoglyceric acid. In some plants, although, the first product which is synthesized is a 4-carbon organic acid, which is OAA or oxaloacetic acid. So depending on which carbon compound is produced, whether it is C3, then it is C3 pathway. If it is C4, then it is C4 pathway. So depending on whether carbon 3 or 4-carbon molecule organic acid is produced, there are two types of plants. One that undergoes C3 pathway, C3 plants. Another that undergoes C4 pathway, those are C4 plants. So let us look at the basic concept, that which one is the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide. That is RUBP, 5-carbon ketose sugar, which is ribulose bisphosphate, is the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide. So irrespective of whether the plant is C3 or C4, all photosynthetic plants have this Calvin cycle, wherein 3 reactions are carried out. First is carboxylation, followed by reduction and regeneration. So let us look at it how this happens. So in the first step, there is carboxylation, which occurs by RUBP carboxylase or Rubisco enzyme. So RUBP, being the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide, will accept this CO2 molecule. In presence of water, 3-PGA will be formed, that is phosphoglycerate or phosphoglyceric acid. In the second step, reduction of this molecule to produce triose phosphate, which can be stored in the form of sucrose or starch as a reserve food material. So in this step, 2 ATP and 2 NADPH molecules are used up. Next, the last step is regeneration. Why regeneration? Because it regenerates RUBP. Here, phosphorylation, you can say dephosphorylation of ATP, that is, it will produce ADP. Means ATP molecule is used. So we can clearly see that how many molecules of ATP and NADPH are used? 2 plus 1. So 3 ATP molecules and 2 NADPH molecules. So we can say that for every carbon dioxide molecule that is entering the Calvin cycle, 3 ATP and 2 NADPH molecules are required for this process. So we can say to make one molecule of glucose, which is 6 carbon, which contains 6 carbon molecules. So obviously it requires 6 turns of this Calvin cycle, because CO2 is made up of single carbon and glucose contains 6 carbons. So logically 6 turns of this cycle will happen. So let us multiply this with 6 to generate the total amount of energy used. So 3 into 6 is 18 ATP. And 2 into 6 is 12 NADPH. So these are the molecules which are basically utilized in and how they are utilized during the Calvin cycle.